Hey everyone, it's Sizzling Popcorn, and tonight we're off to Santo Domingo, out of Miami, in the American Eagle Bombardier CRJ-700. We've got PACX running this time, so we got some passengers we're gonna have to take care of. The time in the air today is going to be about 100.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items
Just listen
in the
to her.
overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in a front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bins. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full after you put your carry-on inside of it, please close the bin as a courtesy to other passengers. Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat to allow other passengers to find their seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card in the seat back in front of you. Please make sure you are willing and able to perform the actions required. If you are not able or prefer not to perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. It's really nice. I haven't used PACX in a long time, and it was more so because I was into general aviation flying. So we're gonna get this thing started up. You can see on the bottom there's the ticker expected departure, about 24.5 minutes. If we can get this thing started up, we'll get going early. And then there's like some events, and I'll bring down the menu later on. I'm just gonna get through the startup checklist here. Although I can't get my mouse to, it's just weird how. Because I can see my mouse in other windows, but I can't see it in here. And I really need to get... There we go. So, the IRS, both to nav. Then we go... The ground power is connected. We can add in our flight plan in the air, or we can add the fuel. It's gonna be a dry runway condition, so that's good. Let's go change to 0. We're just taking a look at sim brief. Sim brief, the 0 fuel weight is going to be 60272, and the block fuel will be 11,082. Got airtime today is going to be 1 hour and 55 minutes. I think she's going to announce that later on. With everything else, I've got to bring in the flight plan first, so let's go to the McDo or the FMC. There's like so many names for this thing. MFD, FMC, yeah. We're gonna go to a flight plan, and then this is Kilo Mike India Alpha, and then just a second here. Oh yeah, Mike. It's like what? So we've got here, so Kilo Mike India Alpha, and then Mike Delta, so Mike Delta Sierra Delta, flight plane execute, and
We are
departure.
ready to go when you are.
Oh. They've loaded all the passengers in the back, so that's good. Runway 12 is where we're going to be coming out of. I've got the I got the SID already set up on the side. I'll show it to you later on when we get closer to taxiing. Got the runway legs. Check for any discontinuity. So here we got FS35. I think here it'll just be FS35. Just bring that up here. Execute. Perf init. I go perf init. So here we can go back to the EFB and then set payload in the simulator. Copy perf init data to the FMS, and then set all of our runway, our takeoff speeds and landing speeds. Get those set. Okay, perf init is not exact, so let me double check that here. Okay, so the block fuel is fine. Zero fuel weight is not, so we'll correct that. 60272. And so that's good. Let's go down the checklist so we can go we get the APU fired up. We can put our nav lights and logo lights. We really don't need. It's daytime. Here, what I've got I got live weather, but I brought the time back. Time is actually I think they're on Atlantic time. No, sorry, we're in Miami, so yeah, that's Eastern time. So I brought it back like 5 hours, back to 2 o'clock local time, just so that we're not flying in the dark. And then there's really not much to see at that point. Nav, hydraulic test, let's do that. So on, off, on. Go down here, hydraulics. Everything's in green. Actually, that reminds me, get that. What are flight? There we go. But yeah, hydraulic test, that's good. Let's go back up to the overhead. Put them auto. on, auto, and auto. And then we're gonna go to our air conditioning. Air conditioning, we're gonna turn that on. Recircling is gonna be on. Aft cargo on. Then windshield to low. Dome lights, no, we don't need any of that. No smoking's on. Seatbelts auto. Emergency lights are armed. Armed and dangerous. Now we can go down here, do our cockpit voice recorder. Hold that for 5 seconds. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to check on our spoilers here. So spoilers on auto. Thrust reversers. Those are going to be armed. And then now we're going to go down to the bottom here. Come on, mouse. Where is it lost? I'm pretty sure that's a bug with the sim. This whole mouse issue. Because it doesn't happen anywhere else. Let's see, can I... So we're gonna get the stab trim, engage, mock trim, engage, and we'll also engage the yaw damper, FMS. Let's just double check if there's anything else to change. And flight level is going to be, I think it's 310 today. 330 is the cruising altitude for today. We'll get the trims at 7.2. Let's put that back to the stat. .2, that's good. And center the heading bug to runway heading. So we're going off of runway 12. Runway 12. We're gonna go heading 124. Okay, so 124. Let's get it set up here. Okay, so 124. Now we can close the doors, shocks, all that kind of stuff. So let's go back to the EFB. So we'll close passenger door. Cargo's closed.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew,
welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
We can get the boost pumps. A beacon light on. And I get our pushback. So we are at Miami. Just look at the bring up the map here. And I gotta say, I love Navigraphs. First time around, I didn't know what I was doing, but now I understand a lot more about this. And the SIDS and the stars, like, you get everything in this. Alright, so we're gonna be taking off from Miami. Runway, what? Yeah, 12. Because we're heading 124. We get the pushback to runway. Okay, so here I'll show you guys. But actually, let's just bring over the whole thing over. So this is where we are. We're at gate D41. So we're gonna have to taxi all the way out here to 12, and then we're gonna take off from there. So to get my pushback, get a pushback over to the right, and then we'll then try to then go up here and go through Whiskey Yankee, Julia Juliet, Zulu, Mike, and then get down there. All right, so let's get the pushback. Pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground.
Hey Lars, how's it going? They're still scrambling to get out of the way. It's quite busy here. Real traffic, because you can see the American Airlines 1513, but also just like Microsoft Flight Simulator traffic.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Oh yeah.
Parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
I gotta let them know we're ahead of schedule.
Standing by for pushback.
We wanted to let you know that we're going to be arriving very slightly ahead of schedule. We'll get you on the ground sooner than later.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 1701. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 55 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed.
I love
If you have
this.
not already, please fasten your
We are
seatbelt and
cleared for
verify it
start
is
and
low and
push.
tight across your
Parking
lap.
brake set.
Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full
Okay,
upright
clear
launch
for push
position for
start.
departure.
Please release
Cabin crew,
parking
prepare
brake.
doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls. Cabin crew,
Parking
prepare
brakes are
cabin for
released.
departure.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Yeah, we'll start in the sequence.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front of the aircraft for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is on, please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another. Tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. In the event that the seatbelt light is not on, we suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened in case of unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask on first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Flip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation device. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in
See
front
the
of
flaps
you.
coming up.
Just reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Yeah,
Ground.
flaps.
You may disconnect.
Flaps are set at 8.
Sir, clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you
We
at
gotta
the
go.
side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Oh. Didn't start the second engine. What we need now is the nose wheel armed. APU, once the engine started, then we can get the APU stop and the power fuel cut. And taxi light on. And then we'll go make it to the taxiway. Just waiting for engine, the left engine. Good evening, Henry. How's it going? I'm using PACX tonight, so I'm gonna have a little more realism. I'm not using VATSIM, so we're not getting like too real. But already some of the flight attendant enunciations and stuff, it's pretty good. So flight status, we're in pushback. We're expected a departure because I said we were gonna leave 10 minutes early. I should have even said that. But the passenger, they're still satisfied. Ahead of schedule, cabin.
Are you guys ready for departure?
We're still getting ready for departure.
They're still getting ready for departure. Oh wow. You should do pilot
We're
general.
prepared for takeoff.
Okay.
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Welcome on board our flight. We'll be departing soon and we're aiming for a smooth flight. Thanks for flying and we'll keep you informed of any changes as they happen.
Okay. So we've got the second engine, so we are good. We're good at taxi. All right, let's. So we're off to runway 12. We've got some taxiing to do here. Lots of taxiing. It actually might not be the way that I wanted to, because we'll follow the line here. But yeah, thanks Lars. That was good. Gonna play chicken with us. Good thing there's no collision, huh? What? A penalty box? This is the penalty box up ahead? Not sure what the penalty box means. I know what it means in hockey. But, I don't want to go in the penalty box. Go whiskey. Hey, Midnight Maverick. Hey, welcome. How's it going? Got some PACX action going on tonight. Little flossy. So we can go pretty much straight right down to runway 12. Pretty good. Just at work wrapping things up. Oh, nice. Yeah, my work day was short. If you don't call this work, then yeah, it was short. An hour, half hour to prep for a call, hour call. I was gonna do a video. This afternoon, but ever since my wife and kids got home on Friday, they left me home for a couple of days, sort of like quarantine after San Diego. and she was afraid that I was bringing something back. It was like my daughter, like 6 months old, held her for like a couple of minutes, and then I could feel it already. So we went, did COVID swabs, and we were all fine. Yeah, enjoyed it too much to call it work. Let's see. No, go straight. Yeah, well, because yes, I do this, but I also, I'm an accountant, so had some client work to do today. Come on. Lego boats on the threshold there. Tomorrow, though, I'm going to deep sea fishing for work. Day after that, golfing for work. Oh, nice. Deep sea fishing. I actually thought that when I came out here to...
The captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
When I came out here to Halifax, I thought, like years ago, I thought I was gonna be, you know, my friends would take me out like deep sea fishing. Like, I don't even have any friends here, even now. Like, what? It's almost 20 years later, and no, I don't have any deep sea fishing friends around here. All right, let's see. Can I do the cabin crew prepare for takeoff? I'll see. Let me see if I can get that. Put my landing lights on. Strobe. Wing. Remember you telling me about the being in Canada Expo? Oh yeah, I've never been fishing before, so this should be very interesting. Yeah, I bet. Let's see if I can make the announcement. Flight attendant request, return to gate public address. No, I'll just do it myself. Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. So, did I set? Yes, I did. I did that earlier. I'm at 1,000. I want to see what the SID. It's a busy airport. Gotta tell you that. Okay. Going through Clad. It's saying intercept. Okay, and then cross. And stay below 16,000. Okay, let's take off here. Oh. Your seat's belts on? Alright, let's go. Rotate. You're up. This being heading, speed, keep it at 200 for now. Let's take a look at the views here. I think it's the Amway. Actually, no, let's and then we should actually be able to should be able to go over to nav now. Yeah, Miami. Bring it back to climb detent.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatories. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. You will be required to pay a small fee if you wish to access it. We do offer complimentary in-flight TV thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi and you'll be able to access our wide range of free live TV and paid movies library.
Oh, I forgot to do this. Stop that.
The flight crew has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Hey, Ed.
You can now get up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
Yeah, let's see what we can do with this. Delay diversion. Flight 10. Let's do point of interest.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. Yeah, if you look out of the window, we're currently actually flying over something pretty interesting this afternoon.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting out there. I'll do a flight in a couple hours. Ah, nice. Where are you at? Because in a couple hours, I'll be just wrapping up and going to sleep. But where are you at? Why am I moved over? Ah, that's why. Let's go to 17. Back to speed. Can we apply for moderator? How long have you been subscribed to the channel? Pull up. Yeah, Lars. Yeah, it's just the speed here. Is it gonna back off or? Clada, we can go. We have to be below 16,000. But we're about to get through Clada very, very shortly here, so we'll be able to go back to the speed. Oh, and my no wonder my speed was at like in the 300s. So. Let's go with 90. We're just crossing over Clada. We'll just wait a minute, then we can move up. I'm an hour from the expo. Are you? Okay, you're in California. Like I've seen your name around on the other channels, but I can't remember who you are. Can't match the name to a face. Midnight Maverick. Yeah, because I know from other channels, but I. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mic check. Mic check. This is Mike. Mic check. Yes. How's it going, Mike? Hey, glad to see you. So we'll bring this up to bring it up to our cruising altitude 350 today. And back to the speed. It's like my son likes to say, speed, speed. You know which Cars movie he wants to watch when he says speed? It's the one that starts off and he's like, something about speed. Kids don't do speed. Let's see. Probably do it at 290. Yeah, 290 should be fine. Let's see, what's it like in the back here? On the other side? It's my Now I know who you are, Midnight Maverick. Let's go back to the front. Clear skies. Well, at least for now. So we can go, let's go outside. So we're gonna be flying over to Bahamas. Expected arrival an hour and 27 minutes. Actually mine the PDF, MFD, PFF, FMC, McDo, Whoop-Do is actually saying 137. But actually, the reason why I wanted to showcase this this airport, not Miami. Well, Miami's nice, but this is Bravo Aerospace or Bravo Aerospace that we're going to Las Americas, Santo Domingo, because I've actually done the flight in there twice. One from JFK, and then the second time we must have gone JFK down to Miami, and then Miami we went over to Santo Domingo. But because that was actually JFK to Santo Domingo was my first ever commercial flight, and we must have been in like a in a 747, because you had three rows, not 3 rows, but yeah, three in the middle, or maybe even 4 in the middle, and 3 on the side. And it was back in the day when you needed a headset and you plugged it in and you watched the screen, one big screen for everyone. I did do a flight from Bahamas to Orlando today in the sim. Oh, nice. Yeah, down here looks fantastic. The water. Where in the Bahamas or right here? So I remember I was my brother was 13, I was 14, and we're both scared shitless. But we were with like 40 teens with some chaperones to watch us. We were going down on a mission trip, because we'll actually fly by Santiago, which is where we went one day, but La Vega is where we spent most of our time. The first trip was like 14 days. I was in 99, 2003 I went back, and that was 10 days. But I still remember we arrived there, and we were staying on this compound, and then the next morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning, we had to have breakfast and get on the bus, because we were going to this like remote mountain village. We had to climb up, and they said it'll be like an hour hike or something. It was crazy. It was like 2-3 hours to get to the top, and you're completely exhausted, and right away they want to put you to work. They're like, hey, we're building an extension on this church. We need guys to help out to dig, but we also need some guys to go down to the river, down like in a valley, to then go get some rocks and bring that up, and then some guys and girls go down the valley and go get some wood. The wood was going to be for like the bonfire that night. And I still remember all the guys were all sleeping in like the medical hut in this remote village, and the girls were sleeping like in the church. And me and another guy, there was like no room left, and we're like, oh, can we like sleep in this like separate room in the church? Oh, no, you can't do that. Men and women separate. So they're like, you gotta make some room over in the medical hut. So yeah, you're like everyone's all in their sleeping bags like sardines. And the guy right beside me, he's afraid of bugs and tarantulas. And we were like making fun of him, like we were pretending that there was like a tarantula around, like that we had seen it. Man, memories from that. Let's see. Select an event. Delay diversion. That was switch up. No, I don't think there's really anything at this point. They're very satisfied. That's good. Here we go. You can check out our passengers. Let me just see if I move this. So that's someone walking around. We'll check. David Cook. He's very hungry. Yeah, see if we can get some snacks out. Snack.
Hey, what are the odds you guys could bring us a snack, please? Alright.
We have to go back into playing. Yeah, this looks nice here. Gotta come back in here because speed's too high for the climb. So I'm bringing it down to about 270, and now we're climbing. Yeah, okay. The flight attendant's a white dot. Okay. But when do I? I'm guessing that they won't come out until we get to the cruising altitude.
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We'll be reaching our cruising altitude soon. Everything's looking good up here in the cockpit. Please let your cabin crew know if there's anything that we can do to make this flight a little better for you.
There we go. Let's go back on the... Yeah, look at that. Real nice. Just gotta come back in here because get back into the climb. and we'll actually go over Mar del Plata. We spent my first time, my first mission trip. We spent a day at Puerto Plata at the beach, and I still remember I ended up like that night we went to Burger King, and like I could see like bumps or on my hands and stuff, and people are like joking around. They're like, "Oh man, like you look like you're like high or something." Like, wait, what's going on? I'm like, come on, like I'm like 14 years old. We're on a mission trip. Like, ain't happened. But they're like, "Are you feeling all right?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." I literally just took a bite of my hamburger, and all of a sudden, I couldn't eat anymore. So then I found out from like one of the chaperones that I had like sun poisoning. I had put suntan lotion on twice at the beach, but it just washed off. Yeah, I think they should update PACX so they serve the passengers more random. Yeah, I know they are making some changes. They want to bring in some more voice packs and stuff, and actually I'll let them know because we're in good contact. Actually, Colin, the CEO. He was responding to some comments on my video from their announcement last week, and then on their Discord, or actually in their forums, he put out an announcement of what they talked about last week, and he said, "If you want to watch the full announcement video, check out Sizzling Popcorns." I'm like, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna take that feedback, and I'll let Colin and Josh know. See what they can do with that. Because I haven't used it in a while, but Lars, are you saying that like they always serve at the same time? New records. Cassie Butler. She's content, very thirsty, tired, hungry. Only when they serve meals. But snacks are random, but meals are always the same time. Yeah, look at that.
We're just checking in. Let us know if you need anything.
Okay?
She's like, leave me alone. Do you think the CRJ add-on is worth Yeah, Aussie Bandit. Yeah, I've had some quirks with it, but it wasn't actually the like over the weekend I had some quirks with it, and it's not a bugs. It was actually my user error. So yeah, I would say it's worth it. I won't do it here, but they've modeled some stuff like the rat. If you don't know what that is, let's see here. So they've actually modeled the landing gear pull. So if you pull this, your landing gear will drop, and it is modeled ADG. You pull that, and then you would do that if you have an electrical failure, and with the failure to restart your engines, get the APU back on, restart the engines. You pull this, and then the rat is like a fan that comes out, sticks out in the front of the nose, and it's there until you land. And that fan builds up enough energy, electricity, just to get the APU started back up, and then you can restart the engines. And I don't have failures on, but somehow it happened to me on Friday. I was in a flight, and then all of a sudden I looked and my speed was going so slow, all the screens went black, and then I can hear like this, and like people showed up and like, what's that weird noise? Well, it's the rat, not the pet rat. Do we have to change anything here? Okay, so we're at, yeah. So we are at flight level 350, and now we're just maintaining so we can get all the climb detemp. Now I just gotta watch the speed, because the speed will go up and go down. No eating or drinks until meal serving. Very hungry and thirsty all the time. Ah, yeah, that's not good. Damn, the modeling is really good. Yes, yeah, it's really good. And I guess the actual CRJ doesn't have a VNav, but they've included it just to make it easier for people to fly. But I've actually never used it. And yeah, the textures in here are pretty good. Yeah, like here you'll see on the knob, it might be a little like boxy a little bit. It's because I'm also zooming right in. So we're at 270. Yeah, that should be good. Well, Mach 0.76. Everything is awesome. All right, let's go back outside.
Hey, can we get an attendant to the cockpit for a restroom break? All right.
Yeah, thanks, Aussie Bandit. Have a great day. My last landing actually was a 43. Probably wasn't the best approach, but the landing was a 43. Aiming for under 100. And if we keep these guys satisfied at 100%, hey, bonus. So these islands here, let's see. Actually, it's not an island, it's more like a sandbar. I bet nobody lives there. In a hurricane, you get washed out probably. It's very narrow. And right at, well, obviously right at ocean level. Yeah, I've actually...
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service. We will be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for our list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, please note that we only accept credit cards.
Sweet. They can do random engine failures. I don't have that on because I don't want to simulate that at this point. But the MD-11 that they're working on, they're gonna have the freight. They'll have the commercial, like the passenger variant, but then they'll also have failures option too. So you can have simulate failures with the plane, and pretty much like, well, Collins even called it to like more than steady level. So yeah, looking forward to the MD-11. I know the 737 should be coming out anytime soon. The A310 is on its way for I don't know when any build, when they're gonna come out with that, but they've just announced that. So the future of airliners on Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's coming. The wait is almost over. One thing with the CRJ is that the 900 and 1000, those were supposed to come out like a month or two after release. This released in May, but then you had several big updates from Asobo. I thought by now they'd have it, but no word on when they're going to be coming out, and still no word on the Otter. And they've been working in the background on some Airbus. So shortly we'll be passing over Clarencetown. Yeah, you can see Clarencetown on the map here, right there. I wonder if this is a, could be a runway. Oh, okay. Serving snacks and drinks. She's at 59% done. It's not thirsty, somewhat tired and eating. Okay. They're all like random age. Well, actually, so Connor Miller's in leisure. Oh, so leisure and business does not mean that they're in one class or another. It's the, yeah, okay, they're the trip purpose. Seat status. Yeah, Night at Night won this on Saturday. He's gonna like this. Just adds stuff to your flight, and especially where you can actually bring in custom safety demos, and like they announced last week at in San Diego, they want to bring in more voices and stuff. So you bought the P38 over the weekend. P38 by who? Is that the not the Porter? It's the P38. P38. Let's check it out. Flying Iron Simulations. It's the one where they have a pin-up girl on the the front. Yeah, okay, the World War II plane. Yeah, P-38. Lightning. Got Gravel. Is that Got Gravel? Is that the like the gravel guys that were doing the XCOM mods? The images don't look bad at all. They look good. I like the red livery. Oh yeah, and it's a weird kind of plane because you got your tail is connected to like the two engines. It's like almost like a square. see. Yeah, they're not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say we're gonna delay. Should be a delay of about 5 minutes. We'll say 10 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. It looks like we're going to be very slightly behind schedule. We do apologize for this slight inconvenience.
Yeah, satisfaction went down. Someone's down there in the B350 Beechcraft. See in a bit now, gonna give it a test flight. Alright. How's the flight going? It's going good. This is probably one of my best flights in this. But it's now I understand some stuff. I don't know if you am I on VATSIM? No. My plan was this week to be on VATSIM. I don't know if I'll do it or not, because I'll be on tomorrow night same time, and then Wednesday I'm gonna do a matinee, then I'm gone until next Wednesday, just traveling some more. Going to see my family for like the first time in like 2 years, something like that. But one question, Midnight, like, what do you do if there's no controllers? Do you still go on VATSIM if there's no controllers where you want to fly? Because, like, I'd like to fly, like, Halifax or Toronto. Toronto might have a controller, but Halifax might not have anything. And I guess you can't really plan your stuff out in advance sometimes, because it all depends on, like, they don't give a schedule unless it's an event. Let's take a look at is it VATSIM app? VATSIM? Yeah, you still fly with other people on Unicorn. On Unicorn. 5 flights. Oh, actually, so my buddy was right. Trent was right. They have Moncton Mondays, and I missed it. Like, I'm missing it right now. Because I would actually be able to go from Halifax to Ottawa. Halifax actually has, what? They have Halifax Approach. They have departures, ground, tower, and arrivals. And then Moncton Approach. And then you got Moncton Control. You got Boston Center that's open, so you can get the... And then Montreal Control is open. But right now, Toronto's closed. Yeah. Well, yeah, there's controllers on 24/7, but it depends on it might not be the area that you're flying in, but there's always going to be people on. On Batson. Oh, okay, Unicom. I read that as unicorn. So Unicom, what is that? Is that like they're pretending that they're like Unicom? That person will then be able to talk to you through your flight? Oh, and I see the Simaware. They got a thing for streamers. There's only one streamer on. I guess not everyone uses it. Uh, 122.8. Everyone is on it. You can talk to other planes, and you control yourself. So I would be like American Airlines 1701, ready for asking clearance for taxi clearance. And then I reply back to myself, yes, we're giving you a taxi clearance. And then everyone just listens and thinks I got some issues arguing with myself. I think when we get to Dominican Republic, there should be some thunderstorms there. We'll see. You announce on there like American 1495 turning 5 miles final, so everyone knows what you're doing. Okay, but it would be more so when you're on an approach to an airport or taking off. Because once you're in the air, you really wouldn't have to do that. On Unicom. You don't ask questions. Hi, I'm new here. What do I do? Everyone will be like, yeah, so what you're doing so other traffic doesn't get in your way. Okay. So this, actually right here, is Snug Corner Settlement. Looks like we're tilting. Yo, how we got the... Yeah, got the CRJ up to altitude. So Bonanza helped me out the other day. So he told me when you're taking off, once the wheels are up, he says you go onto speed for your climb. He says once you're up to altitude, we'll do altitude hold. But I had it at about 290 while climbing, and then I got to the point where it was slowing down and like it wasn't really moving. So I actually I brought the speed down, and then so then it was able to still do the climb. But yeah, this is like, I think other than being, actually when I was with well, Joe showed me the first flight. The second flight with Joe, I went a little wonky. We're going to Jackson Hole, and I was going north of Jackson Hole rather than to Jackson Hole. But yeah, I would say this is like the best flight yet, because some of that new knowledge. And I've got a Calm Air CRJ-700 manual. So I was looking at that a little bit last night. I realized that like half of what we do in this plane, we shouldn't even be doing as the pilot. It's all the first officer. Yeah, how's it going, Mike? How's it going? Now I know who you are. So we are 43 minutes up. The passengers have all been given a snack. Thirsty, okay. I don't think I can help you with that.
Hey, can we get something to drink up here?
All right.
I'll be back in just a couple of minutes here. Wait. I gotta do this. I have to do this. Let's do this. No, not public address.
Hey, can we get an attendant to the cockpit for a restroom break?
Alright.
It works. Yeah. So you had one day on PAX, you had a bunch of people you had to calm down because they were angry. The difference between my washroom and the washroom on the plane is my washroom is about 3 times the size, and it doesn't like, you know when you flush the toilet, you go, it's like a suction. All right, so where are we? 33 minutes out from Las Americas, and you can already see some lightning. We haven't even gotten to the island, to Dominican Republic yet. I think actually right to the east of us, where Zero Fox is, I think that is Turks and Caicos. Is there like a hurricane down there? I didn't check this. What's the wind? The wind is at 223, 36 knots. Ouch. I do see it's the same weather now as today. Yeah. Because I actually checked out Las Americas about 2-3 hours ago to take the thumbnail for the stream, and it was telling me a thunderstorm. So I'm expecting it. I'm hoping to get London, Ontario airport from FSIM Studios anytime. I think they're gonna. I think it's not in Orbit Central yet, but they released it on Saturday night. So I wanted to do, because they made my hometown here, Halifax. So do a Halifax to London trip, and then do a separate video on it. They've also made Vancouver and Kelowna. I think Kelowna's BC. And then Edmonton is should be out before the end of the year, and then Calgary will go the next year. But there'll be some places to go fly to in the prairies because they're right now it's lacking. Let's go. I should put the anti-ice on. So we're going to be approaching runway 35. Start our descent shortly. Hey, the best pig. You shouldn't say yo, it should be oink. What's going on? Let's see. You can go to pilots. Let's take a look.
Flight deck, this is your captain speaking. We hope you're enjoying your flight. We're making good progress here, and we're doing our best to get you in on time.
I can bring the speed up a bit. Going up. No. So going to be descending about 43 miles. Ground speed. So we've got the a slight tailwind here. Because our ground speed's 458. FS 35. Let's check the arrivals here. VOR. There's no set approach on this. Or star. It got me direct to 35. ILS is on runway 17. There's an RNAV. Nope, I don't want that. Let's see. Because we got it as VOR. Select the transition. Not sure what they actually use here, but I just found an approach that it feels like the approach I took my first time going there. We're looking at rivals. So I'll take us into the ocean, turn us around, and then we go into 3.5. Should be good. Let's send that back up. Yep. So now we're going to do the approach. Botline. Beavers. Bring Everest up. Oh, that must be the alternate. Okay. Okay, we'll go like that. And that. Okay. So at volume, start going down. At volume, so in about 19 minutes. But actually it's saying descent Avers. Yeah, pretty much Avers. We have to be at 250. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, because is it Boca Chica? Yeah, Boca Chica's right over there. It's still the airport's for Santo Domingo, the capital, but it's big enough. It's on the outskirts. We're just about to go over Puerto Plata. Those clouds look nice. Let's take a look at the other side. Yeah, so there's no ILS at the 3.5. We're gonna go in 3.5. Looks like a VOR. Oh wow, they actually even show it. San Isidro Air Base, must be like an Air Force base. Can be mistaken for Las Americas, so that's good to know. I think at 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet, 10 miles out. So we're now over Dominican Republic. We just passed Puerto Plata. And we'll be descending very shortly. I think it's at Avers. What is 113 Zulu our time? Well, my time and your time are not the same, but you're on Eastern. It's so 113. Take 4 hours off of that. That's Eastern time. So was it 10, 9? Yeah, 9:13. 9:13, that's like in 12 minutes from now. Yeah. Let's go to the front. The thing is, I can't keep the pace. It's slowly going up, but I think I got it in the climb detent. Should be a manual. Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, so Zulu. You got Zulu, GMT, and UTC. They're all the same. And then right now you're all of that -4. I'm -3. And like right now, British summertime, they're +1. But then at the end of the month, they're actually going to go back to GMT. So then we're going to be an hour closer to them for, I think it's like a week or two, and then we change times. Yeah, because Lars is GMT +2. Is it clearing up? Yeah, it looks like it's clearing up. The clouds are breaking up below. Oh yes, check that out. Like, to be able to see that at 35,000 feet, that's really great. Like, nice. Yeah. Yeah, 904 your time. And what city is this? Well, actually, La Vega is where I went. So both my mission trips were in La Vega. First time around, we went to Puerto Plata for a day at the beach. We went to Santiago, and then the second time I think we Boca Chica. We stayed at a resort like the last night. Give ourselves a break. And I still remember making some, like, she was like 40, like in her 40s at that time. Made her cry. Because we went to the all-inclusive buffet, and it was like, on this trip, like, you weren't allowed to have alcohol. And I was like underage, like, but you go to the bar and you ask for a Coke, they always give you a rum and Coke, and you could smell it and you're like, no, can't take that. But I had gone up to the dessert bar with this lady, and I picked some rum cake up, and she took some too. When we got back to our table, we started eating. I'm like, you know, that's rum cake? You know, like, we're not allowed to be drinking on this mission trip. And she was like crying because she thought she was gonna get kicked off like the last day of the mission trip. I was like no, they burn, the alcohol burns off. And then she's like, that calmed her down. So I was saying I should be descending now. Alright, let's go start the descent. Reason why I see that is I see on the right here, I can already start seeing the blue that I should be descending. Alright, so we're gonna start the descent. What do I have to be at first? 17,000. Okay, 17,000 it is. And we're going downhill. So I'm aiming to get her onto that blue circle. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but
To assist with customs at our destination, flight attendants will begin handing out forms momentarily. Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you for presentation upon arrival. So the good thing is there's no thunderstorms out here.
just clouds. Clouds in like a haze. And we're descending quite well right now. 1,400 feet per minute. Right now it's looking like we're ahead of time, but got about 10.5 minutes till the expected arrival, and we've got about 8 minutes really to get to the airport. Okay, so we're at Valon. We're going to Everest, Avery's. Yeah, look at that. It's nice. You can start seeing Santo Domingo just underneath. Pull back. Throttle a bit. Yeah, so that just below is not the airport. That's what they have on the navigraphs, saying that it can be mistaken for it, but it isn't. This is the airport right over here. It's right on the water. Because I remember I was like 14, first commercial flight, and we're landing here, but we had to go out in the ocean and then come back in, come in at runway 35. So that's exactly what we're doing here. Going past the airport, doing our descent, turn around, come in 35. And I thought we were gonna die. I thought we were gonna like land in the water because I had a window seat, and all I could see was water. But you can see at the end of the runway, there's really not much before you get to the ocean. So when we landed, I must have been behind a wing. So when we landed, I thought we were landing on the water, but no, we ended up hitting the ground. But the thing is my first time around, it was concrete, and it was like broken concrete, so it was rough. The second time around, it was they had repaved it. Yeah, exactly. So so we're going right out here, turning around, and then coming back in. So what we're doing is we're following Avery 2H, which then takes us out here and then swings us back in to then go for the approach. But here it's dotted line going to at 197. But really, I should be at 357 because it's just one runway in both ways. The descent's still doing good. We are on the doing 1500. And the blue bubble is actually showing 1500. Yeah, that was Navigraphs. This is Navigraphs also. Like I still don't understand everything off of them, but I'm understanding a lot more. Transition altitude 17,000. Yeah, we're not there yet. Got 4 minutes to Avers. Avers is our most furthest point. Let's see.
From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Take a peek outside your window this afternoon and take in the view we have right here.
Oh yeah, I should get my recorder on. Is that PACX? Yeah, PACX. It's a it's a nice added touch. Just bring it down here. So they're expecting 3 minutes till arrival. They're 88% satisfied. I think it was because I told them we're gonna arrive early, then I said no, we're gonna be late. So they've gone back and forth on that. But you can then see the passengers who are like very thirsty. And you can look at cabin level 1 and 2 if you're in a 747 or Airbus. I'm not sure which one it is. Yeah, and the other thing that they're gonna have is they're going to they're trying to bring in some more voice packs for it, so it'll make it even more interesting. And you can, I've got career mode on, so at the end of the flight, it'll actually tell me how I did, and then that goes against my career, and I can progress up, I guess. So now this is gonna turn us completely around. Now we're gonna bring it down to 250. I do need to descend quicker. Probably yeah. Okay, down there, let's say, let's bring this down to 3,000 and 210. So as you can see, right now I think I can only do like half banking. I'm just trying to now get back to the line. Yeah, I really need to slow this thing down. So get speed brakes. Okay, so it's gonna take me. So it's gonna be like a short final. Yeah, it's still really high up. Speed brakes are out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Can I go? Yeah, flaps one I can do
We have
now.
begun our final descent into your destination. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
It's actually telling me to slow down my descent. Yeah, should be good now. To do a pilot general announcement when landed. Okay. Oh, we're behind schedule. It's like need some power. Just gonna move that out of the way so I can get a clear view here. Still can't see the still can't see the runway yet. $20 out. Yeah, this is definitely the airport right here. So very shortly, 5 miles out, it's gonna pull us in. Yeah, 4 miles, then 10 miles, 6 miles. We're about to reach 3,000. That's me at 2,000. Speed's a little high.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Let's go 110. Or 120, 10. 200. Yeah, it ships. It's the Seafront Simulations would be their ships. If you see Wake behind it, it's definitely their ship. I'm pretty sure I reinstalled it a week ago, or a couple of weeks ago when I had to reset everything. Okay, so 1 and then we're on final. All right, baby, here we go. Just want to make sure this is yeah, good. Gear down. Yeah, and again, it's just VOR on this side, not, there's no ILS. ILS is on the other side. Too low.
400. 300. 200.
Sync rate.
100.
Shoot.
50. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
449. Yeah, the wake turbulence is coming in. I can stop that recording. That wasn't that great. We can take a look at it anyways. So now that we are down here.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking. We'll be arriving shortly. Thank you again for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 3:28 p.m. and it's currently about 23 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to
Santo
ensure a
Domingo
smooth
ground,
continuation
Elgato
of your
Alpha
journey.
Lima
We apologize for the
1701 taxi
delay.
to the
Please
gate.
coordinate with airline staff as necessary regarding connecting flights or vouchers.
Yeah, Ed, we're down, but what ended up happening was the
Taxiing to gate Alpha Tree via taxiway Charlie Juliet Ercanada Alpha Lima 1701.
Yeah, the only issue with the landing was that I wasn't watching my speed, so the speed had dropped, so I had to force it back up. So the landing was like 400 and something. But the approach was good. So when we get to the gate, take a look around the airport here. Go over here. Oh yeah, I think the flaps have to be in for the video. So this guy, Bravo Aerospace, is actually working on LaGuardia. LaGuardia is his next one. He released this about like 5-6 months ago. Reached out to him, said yeah, here, check it out. But yeah, LaGuardia should be coming out probably next year. He said like he's still a long ways to go on it, but I think he's the only guy working on it. So we'll put the chocks. Oh, do I have to do the announcement again?
We'll be arriving shortly. Thank you again for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Let's go up the... Go back on to the electrical power. I never put the lights on. I always forget about that. Turn the hydraulic pumps off. What? It's now giving me neutral? Let's see if let's bring the PACX down here. sure you want to cancel the flight? No. So bad. I probably have to turn off the engines completely. Yeah, because it's still thinking that it's saying I'm in the taxiing in phase. I've arrived. I'm done. Let's see. Let's try this. If I go slightly forward, I don't know if it's gonna work here, but you know what? No. Yeah, the green square should go away. Well, here, just a second. I'm gonna do the replay then. So this is the inside. Because at the end of the replay, I should be able to take it and just push it up a little forward. $1,000.
1,000.
Now we're getting close to the water.
500.
Because that's exactly like how I felt when I was like 14. Landing here, like all you see is the water. And we weren't in a CRJ, it was like massive plane.
400.
But yeah, it's here where my speed, I totally forgot about my speed. The speed dropped.
200.
So that's where I went in to climb to just to get it back up. See that wing flexing. Yeah. It's nice when you take the flight recorder and then watch it back from like an angle, because like I wouldn't be able to land like that. But yeah, with the recorder, you go back to it and watch it. And the flight recorder is free. You can get it at flightsim.to. Just flight recorder. I think I bought one for like, oh, you know what's happening? I stopped the recording at that point, so now it's just I'm going rogue. Let's bring that back.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
100. 50. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Now if I go up here, I should be able to control it now. Yeah, I see that. I'm getting better and better. It's the same one. Let's go back to tower. Taxi to gate.
Santo Domingo ground, Air Canada Alpha Alpha Lima 1701 taxi to the gate. Air Canada Alpha Alpha Lima 1701 taxi to gate Alpha Tree via taxiway Charlie.
Say again.
Santo Domingo ground, did it copy please say again for Air Canada Alpha Alpha Lima 1701. Air Canada Alpha Alpha Lima 1701 taxi to gate Alpha Tree via taxiway Charlie. Air Canada Alpha Alpha Lima 1701 acknowledge last transmission.
There you go.
Santo Domingo ground, did it copy please say again for Air Canada Alpha Alpha Lima 1701. Air Canada Alpha Alpha Lima 1701 taxi to gate Alpha Tree via taxiway Charlie.
Yeah, have a great night, Ed. I see ya. Let's see.
Air Canada Alpha Alpha Lima 1701, please acknowledge.
Yeah, well now it's not gonna let me off. It's not gonna let me off the hook now. I think it's.
Arcanata Alpha Alpha Lima 1701, did you copy?
That's B1, so A4 should be right over here. Or A. What do you want? A2?
Santo Domingo ground, did it copy? Please say again for Arcanata Alpha Alpha Lima 1701. Arcanata Alpha Alpha Lima 1701, taxi to gate Alpha Tree using taxiway Charlie. Arcanata Alpha Alpha Lima 1701, ATC services terminated. Good day.
Good day. Oh man. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep it. Let's do pushback. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's. I think it's already done. No. All right, let's go outside. Let's take a look at this airport. Let's go with the. Yeah, so it's just one runway in both the directions. So 17 and 35. There's a bunch of planes just parked here. Probably like that in real life. Dominicana. Power. Dominicana. Yeah, well, no, but the thing was to push it up forward so that it counts it as, because I'm still in the taxiing in phase, although I've shut the engine off. So I thought that maybe by doing the replay, I'd be able to have like a second chance, but it's not giving me a second chance. I think there's a Burger King used to be in here somewheres. Got some weird glitching going on. But I would suspect that's Microsoft. Yeah, plain junkyard, yeah, pretty much. Like, yeah, because this is not, it's not a rich country here. Oh, people disappearing. Must be in the Bermuda Triangle. No, that's a little north from here. But yeah, Scotiabank is here. There's no interiors to this airport. But this is what I used for the thumbnail. Yeah, and I remember the 'cause last time I was there was 18 years ago. Wow, feel old. So they got parking checkpoint, but then they didn't touch the roads here. But they at least they put that sign. Siente el sabor. I thought it was siempre Coca-Cola. But yeah, I do remember the drive here on the highway back on the water side to get into. Oh, there's a plane coming in for a landing from JFK. That is the real JetBlue. They got cargo bay. Oh, you put some signs out here. Oh, that one's going a little funky. Claro. And then Santo Domingo. You put that there? So that, yeah, this is all Santo Domingo, capital of I was gonna say Panama. Dominican Republic. Actually, this airport, San Isidro, that's Air Force Base or Air Base. But then, yeah, the rest is all Santo Domingo. So I remember the first time going there. Here, Santo Domingo, you might see some really nice cars. Then you get up like 3 hours north into La Vega, and it's just there's no rich cars anymore. There's still cars and mopeds and stuff, but yeah. Let's see what happened. But yeah, that's it for the stream. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you liked it, make sure you smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, you might as well subscribe. I'll be around tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, I'll be doing a matinee. I'm still not sure what's the plan tomorrow and Wednesday. But I'll find something. I'm still waiting for London, Ontario from FSim Studios. But if we don't get it in time, maybe do some West Coast or maybe go down to Australia. Who knows? But yeah, stay tuned. Thanks a lot, guys, and happy flying.